Good morning and welcome to my YouTube channel Let's Get Real About Makeup, and it's where we do makeup reviews for the over 60s with me, Julie Lewis. And today we are going to be reviewing Revlon's Colorstay foundation, and this is for combination oily skin. So this is the foundation we're going to be looking at today, and let's see what Revlon has to say about this. So it says it's a oil control formula for a perfectly even velvet matte complexion. Colour stays true to your skin all day long, even when your oil levels change. Well, that would be good for me. Meet the life-proof makeup that stays impeccable all day for whatever life throws your way, for every skin tone, type and lifestyle. Long wear foundation stays flawless all day. Smooth, perfecting looking skin lasts all day without drying or caking. Formulated with salicylic acid to help control oil. That was a big word for me to say that. You know what I'm like when this is quite early on the morning for me, so I don't think my mouth started working yet. So with the salicylic acid to help control oil and provide a poreless finish, medium buildable coverage with a matte finish, and it's got an SPF of 15. So let's get onto the review and let's see how this holds up. So shall we just get on with the review of this? So we're looking at, as I've already said, the Revlon Colorstay foundation, and I was really looking forward to using this because it's actually advertised and it has it on the bottle for combination oily skin. Now I think this is probably the first foundation that I've actually tried so far that actually says that specifically on the bottle and in the advertising. So the other foundations I've tried would typically say suitable for all skin types, oil free. So this will be quite interesting to try this. I've been looking forward to trying it. Now there's a bit of a debate when I've had a look on reviews after this of how to apply it. On Revlon's website it says to apply it with their buffing foundation brush, which is a brush very similar to this. This isn't it, this is the Oscar Charles 104 foundation brush. This is typically for if you want to do, well it is for liquid foundations, but if you want to do sort of full coverage, you know, actually medium to full coverage. So on the website, on Revlon's website, it says to use this brush. Now when I've looked at other reviews today, some people say don't buff, don't use a sponge, don't use this, don't use that, only use this, only use that. So what I've decided I'm going to do today, I'm going to do one side of my face with the flat top foundation brush, and this is Oscar Charles 105, which really is like, it is like my staple foundation brush actually. I mean, I use this on most foundations. This is my husband coming in. He always tries to be in my YouTube videos. He's already been up and asked what's for lunch. So if you've watched my other videos, you'll know that is a common theme, because apparently by the time I just get ready to sit down to do these, it's meal time, and the poor thing has got to wait another hour. I've said I'll be about an hour, so he's going to have to sort himself out for a bit. Yeah, so this would be, it is my go-to foundation brush really. I do try different applications, but some of my favourite foundations, this is the brush that works best for me. I was into this brush. I'd never used a brush like this before for applying foundation, and this brush is good because you only need a little sort of dot of foundation, and a little goes a long way with this brush. But because this type of brush is what is recommended on the website, on Revlon's website, I'm going to do one side of my face with this and one side of my face with this. Now this is the first time of doing a review of doing one side. I was going to do with the beauty blender with the makeup sponge, and again, like some people say, whatever you do, don't apply it with a makeup sponge, a beauty blender. and other people say I only use a makeup sponge. So really, I think it's just really whatever you like, whatever works, you know, for you. So I haven't applied this. I have used it. I've tried it out once before, when I very first got the foundation, because I've been collecting foundations. As you know, this is a new channel, and I've been collecting foundations to try out, and it didn't go very well for me. But I think a lot of it was because my skin, it kind of dried my skin out. But I've really been trying to look after my skin, so over the past couple of weeks, so hopefully when I do it this time it'll be better. But let's have a look and see. So this is the bottle, and the great thing is it comes with a pump top, which is really good because you don't waste a lot of foundation. So I'm a bit heavy-handed, and with the foundation bottles that I haven't got a pump on, I always tend to put that too much on and waste it all, have to scrape it back into the bottle. So on the website it says to give the bottle a shake. I'll just tell you exactly what it says. It says how to use it. Step 1, shake well, which I'm going to do now. As you know, when I have to shake a bottle, I always like to do both arms. This is my little workout. And I should definitely put music on this, actually, when I do this. So, gives that a good shake. And then it says, step 2, apply a small dab to one area at a time, and this is important. Blend that quickly with our buffing foundation brush before it sets, and then repeat over any area where you want coverage. So I'll just read that again, because I've got a memory like a goldfish. Small dab to one area at a time, blend quickly. So I'm going to use this brush first of all. So it gives that another good shake. I'm just going to use the back of my hand. I'll do one pump, and then we'll see how far I get with that. So I've got my setup. When I'm doing my videos, I've got a little table here and I've got a mirror here. So I will be looking away from you so I can actually put my foundation on. So let's see what this goes on like. So small dab. Let me have a look. So I'll stick my hair behind my ears. And let's have a look. I'm just going to blend very quickly. I'm going to use downward strokes for this. I don't know how quick is quick. Yeah, you see this is doing exactly the same as what it did. Oh, it's not good. It's not good for me at all. See, this is the thing when I make claims. What's it? Just all, it's going straight away, it's going into my pores. We'll continue and then we'll see how it goes. Yeah, when I did it last time and it just settled right into my pores, and I was hoping that because my skin was in a lot better condition now. I mean, I didn't think it was in bad condition then, but this foundation in particular just didn't go well on my skin. No. Oh. We'll see what it's like when I do it on the other side with the buffing brush in a second. I don't know what you can pick up on the monitor there on my iPad. I'm just going to bring my table a little bit closer. Okay, and then I've got the magnifying mirror on at the minute just so I can see. I'm just going to work very quickly. Just move that out of sight. We'll see what that's like once it actually dries in. I'm going to use the buffing brush on the other side. I'll just put a bit on the brush. I'll work that very quickly because apparently it dries very fast, this one. And it tells you to go in circular motions This might look that I'm doing it very rough actually, but I'm not. I'm just doing lightweight. Oh, it might dry a bit better on that, so we'll see. I'll just keep on working that in. But I think it's important. I think if it's making a claim that it is particularly for combination oily, then it should exactly be for combination oily. Now on the monitor here, I can see that my forehead looks very red. It isn't. It's just because I've got ring lights on in the room. For when I do my videos, I need to have extra lighting so that the colours show up on the screen. Well, first impressions of that is I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. Oh dear. Let's have a look. I'm going to put a bit more on. Just do just a little bit on there. See what this is like, see where it dries down to. I suppose the testing will be to see how it lasts. Now, as you can see on my skin, and if this is the first time of you watching, I have oily combination skin, I've got texturised skin from acne scarring, I've got broken capillaries, I've got open pores, yeah, so I've got quite a few things going on, but this foundation is supposed to gonna help me with all of that. We shall see. I'd already put eyebrows and mascara on before I did the video, because I think it's just going to be the review of the foundation, so I'll put the rest of my makeup on off camera. And I'll just do a little dabbing under here. I think it's drying a bit better, so that's good. Take it a bit down under my chin. Usual stuff. Usual stuff. You've all got your ways, haven't you, of putting your foundation on. But I definitely found that some foundations definitely apply better than others, you know. But I had high hopes for this, with it saying it was combination oily, which is my exact skin type. I don't know if I'm a bit too close now, just move you back a little bit. But well, I don't know whether you can see, but that is settling into my pores. That side with the buffing foundation brush, I think I have to say that side is better actually. So maybe that brush is actually the right one for this foundation. Because I did say when I do my reviews that I am going to try my best to use the same kind of brush that the brands recommend, because I think it's fair, I think, when you are doing a foundation. What do you think of that? It's only been on a minute or so. Actually, do you know what? It's not bad. It's not bad. This foundation I think cost me around about £10.99. I think I paid for it. It's quite a few shades, and the shade I've got, I can't even remember if I've already said, it's natural beige. It's number 220, and it's for light to medium tones that have got a cool undertone. I'm just going to double check. I don't like to give you false information. Let me have a look. This is on the Revlon website. Yeah, natural beige, medium, with cool light beige pink undertones. So that that match of the natural beige, I found that on, there's a website called get my words right, foundation.com, and it's a website purely for getting your match a foundation compared to what you normally use. So what I usually use, which has always been my makeup that I've used for years and years and years, is Estee Lauder Double Wear. And if you've watched my videos, you know I always mention that. But basically, you on foundation.com, you put in the brand of foundation you use, and also the shade you use. Now, if you use a couple of different shades, or if you already know you might have a few different brands now that, I mean, I've got a few now that you know that actually that shade is good for you, then you put in all of your foundation shades, and then it will match you with all the different brands, and you can actually specifically put, so if you want to see what your match from your existing foundation, what your colour match will be for Revlon or for whatever brand that like you're trying, then it'll bring that up for you. So that's really cool, isn't it? That's really good. I think it's brilliant, all of the tools that are out there now to, you know, help us, you know, when we're actually changing our looks up a bit. So that's had a couple of minutes, you know, to settle down, and I would agree that, I mean, at the minute I'm not particularly liking it, but I think that side that I've used, the buffing foundation brush, is definitely better than this side with the flat foundation brush. So that's interesting. It has settled into pores in some areas. I wouldn't say on this side it has particularly settled in. What I mean by that is there's been some foundations that I've tried that are supposed to be for people with open pores on the skin, and the foundation settles literally into the pore, so you've got little dots of foundation, which doesn't look very nice, and you've always got to be, throughout the day you would have to get like a foundation brush and just like sort of work it back in, which is, it's a lot of effort, isn't it? I don't want to be bothered doing that. I just want to do a blot or a powder and off I go. But I think that's as good as that is going to get, actually. Should I put a little bit more on there? Because I do have the redness. I will try a little bit more just to see how that goes, because it says it is buildable. So let's have a look. I'm just going to dab that on to there. I've got I've got a few broken capillaries on that side. Sorry for looking away, but I need to. That's it. I'm just going to dab that in. Yeah. I'll take my magnification side off, because I do say in every single video, people are going to be sick of me saying it. But I always say, don't believe what you see in your magnification mirror, because that's all it is. It's a magnifier. You don't actually look like that. And actually, when I look into the normal mirror side, that looks fine, because that's like it's a 7 times magnification. This mirror. It might not sound a lot, but believe you me, it is. Yeah. So in the, oh no, this one isn't my 7 times. I don't look in my 7 times. Let me have a look. You know what? To be fair to this foundation, oh no, I was going to say, to be fair to this foundation, it's okay. No, it's already settling into here, you know, into here. But this is the 7 times magnification, so it looks okay. It looks okay. It's not my favourite one, but it looks alright. Some people absolutely swear by this foundation when I've been reading the reviews, and they just say it's absolutely fantastic. And I think it probably is if you don't have problem skin. So if your only area was that you've got oily combination skin, it's probably okay. But for me, I've got a lot of problems on my skin, and I can't imagine, just looking at it now, I cannot imagine this actually lasting for 24 hours. You know, that's a claim on there for 24 hours. I can't imagine this. I mean, it might stay on, as in the makeup stays on, but what the reality of that is going to be like, I don't know. Now, you may have this foundation and you may absolutely love it, and it may do really well for your skin. They do, they also do it for dry skin as well. But if you do use this foundation, and if you've got skin like mine, if you've found a good way to apply it, so like for you it might be with a sponge, can you let me know in the comments, and I'll have a try of it, which actually was whichever way you found that it works well. But this is Let's Get Real About Makeup. It's real makeup reviews for real people, for real women, you know, and it is for primarily over 60s. So you know, I'm in my 60s, as you all know. I'm in my 60s, and this is what I want to do. It's finding foundation for combination oily skin that is going to work well, and in particular if you have like sort of problem skin like I do. You know, I want to be able to put my foundation on and really, excuse me, I've got a bit of an itch, and you not have to think about it, you know. I don't want to be having to check my makeup all day. No, I always say, do you know, I say the same things on my videos, but I can only say them things because this is what it is. It is the reality of makeup. I do generally, because I've got the classic T-zone, so oily skin in this area, and I do always at some point during the day, particularly if I'm going out, not so much if I'm just in the house, but I will always check my makeup. I'll always blot, you know, use the oil blotting papers, or if I need to powder, or it might be both. It might be one or either or both. So I'm quite happy to do that. I'm quite prepared to do that, because that is, excuse me, just going to get a drink of coffee. That is the reality of my skin, you know, and I don't think any foundation is going to make my skin flawless. I really don't. It might conceal things. I think there are some foundations that do conceal better than others, as I found. You know, for years I've just used the same foundation, which I was always happy about. So, but over lockdown, I was just like looking at other makeup, and I just wanted to try a few different things, and the reviews that were out there were all mainly done by lovely young ladies. Well, my skin's a lot different from when I was a lovely young lady, I can tell you. And at the time, I was just putting in like the name of the makeup I was interested in, and most of the reviews are all by lovely young ladies. I found out after actually setting up my YouTube channel that there are some people doing makeup reviews for the more mature lady, which is brilliant, yeah. But anyway, that's why I decided to do the channel, because when I was looking, I couldn't really see very much. So, yeah. So that's had plenty of time to dry down. I'm gonna put the rest of my makeup on, and then I'll come back to you. So that's the makeup on, and I have to say that it looks a lot better for the makeup on. I am aware that with the ring lights on that I've got, my makeup looks quite colourful, but actually in the normal daylight it doesn't. And I usually, when there's such a comparison of like sort of colours between what's on the screen with the ring lights, I tend to do like another video like in a minute, so I will. Got the sunlight there coming through the blinds. Lovely autumn day in Stockton. I will say that this looks nicer now that the rest of the makeup is on, And I will say that when I've had a look in the mirror, the pores are not as bad as what I thought they were like originally. So I think this makeup definitely benefits from having, say, 10-15 minutes, you know, to settle in on your face. And then I think that also that once your natural oils come through anyway, which is always a good thing because it gives, you know, your skin, actually gives your face a bit of a lift. Yeah, so I think this is actually better for waiting a while. If I hadn't have waited, if I wasn't doing this review, I'd have put the makeup on, and then once I've seen what it was like, I would have taken it off again. In fact, I have done that with this makeup when I was doing some practice videos. I just didn't like it. And would I buy it again? I mean, all the makeup that I review, it's all stuff that I've bought. You know, this makeup's a reasonable price at £10. You know, there's some of the makeup I've spent a lot more than that on it. You know, in the £35 and, you know, £40 price range kind of thing. So would I buy this again? I wouldn't, and the reason why I wouldn't is because although this looks nice with the rest of the makeup on, I think I would be very aware if I was going out. I would be thinking I need to check it and just see what it's like, you know. Now I do always have to blot at some point in the day. If I was going out, I would check my face and blot or put powder on because of the oily skin. But I was reviewing a foundation a couple of days ago, and when I put it on just without anything else, not even actually with eyebrows on or anything like that, or even mascara, I put that makeup on and I actually said, do you know what, I could go out like this. So, you know, for when you need to dash out, you know, go and pick the kids up from school or pop out to the shops or whatever, but you don't want to go out without anything on. You know, I used to be like that all of the time. I would never go anywhere without makeup, and it's only from doing these reviews that I've actually started doing that. And that's purely because it takes me that long to get around to doing the review, that I obviously start off, you know, with no makeup, that I've actually started going out without makeup on. But so this other foundation, I said, you know what, I could just go out without anything else on. I couldn't with this. It needs extra. It needs powder on and other stuff, you know, for me to make it acceptable for me. For you, it might be completely different because I've got a very texturized skin and, you know, scarring and, you know, broken capillaries, and you may not have that, even though you might have oily combination. So for me, no, I wouldn't buy it again, but it does look better with makeup on. But I will check back later on because it does say 24-hour wear. So it's round about 3:30 now in the afternoon. So I will check back round about 8 o'clock, 8:30. It depends what's on the telly. So I will check back later on and just see what it's like. So I'll check back with you soon. Bye. Hi, this is just like an update. What I've decided to do, because I put the makeup on quite late last night, late on the afternoon, it was about, I think I said it was about 3:30 when I actually applied the makeup. I thought I'm going to give it another chance. I did do an update last night, but I thought really I need to have this on in the daytime and just see what it's like. So this is the following morning from my review yesterday. The makeup has been on, I put it on about 10 o'clock. Yes, I got up early this morning. It was an early start. So I've actually got my makeup on before 12 o'clock, which is always my aim. I'm actually a lot earlier than that. And I've got quite a busy day today. So this is going to get a test out. Now, I have to say, this has been on now about an hour and 10 minutes. And already it is starting to go into pores. Very cakey around my nose, already disappearing a little bit off my chin. I did apply this. What I've done this morning, I have used the buffing brush that I was talking about yesterday. I've used that for the all over foundation, and I've put Estee Lauder Double Wear powder on top, and then, you know, just various bits and pieces of makeup. So let's have a see today of what this is going to be like. And so I'll probably check back a few times in the day, and then we can have like a proper look together and see how all these claims are holding up. But already I still don't hold out much hope, because as I say, it's already caking. But hey, let's give it a go, and I'll see you later, and have a good day, and I will catch up with you soon. Bye. Hiya, it's me again. So this is just a catch up. It's about 3:15 on the afternoon, and I said I had a busy day today, and that I was going to do an update on the foundation. Well, I have to say I'm really pleasantly surprised, because I've had it on for 5.5 hours. I've been really busy, really busy. I've not stopped from about 11:30. I've been doing loads of housework and just non-stop. I've literally just come back from the school run for my grandson, and I've not stopped from about 11:15 this morning, 11:30 this morning. And I'm really surprised I haven't done anything. I will say it has stayed in place. So I think I need to eat my words. Yum yum. I need to eat my words, because actually this is so far is doing what it says. Now, I've had a look in my magnifying mirror, and I don't know what you can see on the screen, but around the nose area it has kicked, it has kind of gone into the crease around my nose, but it's not obvious. It's not obvious. It's only because I'm actually particularly looking. So I would say that the foundation, actually, I don't know what you think, you've seen it this morning. I would say that the foundation has, I think it looks just the same as what it did. So I'm really pleasantly surprised. It is still, I'm looking in the mirror here. I mean, I said this morning that it is settled into my pores, and it is. But it hasn't moved. It hasn't got any worse. I've just got my little concealer brush here, and I'm just going to work that in a bit. I've got a bit of the sniffles. I sound like a snake there, didn't I? But yeah, I'm really pleased with that. So this is actually totally different to what I said yesterday. And I did want to make a correction, actually. When I was doing the review yesterday, I said I'd paid about £10 for the foundation. And I was having a check on my order actually last night, and I'd only paid $5.99. So at that price, it is a good buy. Now, I think that if you have not got problem skin, if your only problem is actually that your skin is combination oily, as opposed to mine being textured and other issues, I think that this foundation would actually work really well. I will check back later on, probably round about 8 o'clock time, and we'll just have a look and see what that's like. But hey, you know, I'm really pleased with it. So I'll do a final check back in a few hours, and then let's see how it's lasted. But so far, so good. I'm pleased. All right. Whoops. I've nearly dropped my mirror. I told you, there's always something goes wrong. All right. So I shall catch up with you later, and enjoy the rest of your evening or the rest of your day. See you soon. Hello again, it's me. Checking back like I said I would. It's round about 8:15 now, so on the evening. I've had the foundation on for just over 10 hours, and I've got to say overall it's done really well. Far better than what I thought. It's still settled in the pores, but that's been right from the start. But yeah, it's okay. I mean, it has stayed on. It has stayed on. You know, my blush is in place. I've just popped some lipstick on before doing the video. I haven't touched up at all, apart from on this afternoon when you saw me with the concealer brush. You know, just working it back in. And I could have done that a few times today, but I haven't. just been busy. So overall, I think it's okay. The areas for me that it's not okay is, you can see here, kind of like it's giving me jowls here really. It's like ventriloquist, I've done me lines. So it has gone in to the lines there. But I could get a brush, I'm looking for a brush, but I could just get a brush and work that out. Or if I'd blotted or powdered, I could have, you know, sort of done something with that. But this is a review of like the long stay claims. I think one area that I will say that I think it's worked really well is it does say that it does keep the oil at bay. Now, honestly, I've been, like I say, really working hard today, and I think that this has done really well on that. I think overall that it has kept the oil at bay. It's worn off a little bit on my nose and on my chin, whereas, you know, that is like a problem area for me. I would say that it is much better than what I thought. And just as I said this afternoon, if your only issue was that your skin was combination oily, I think this foundation would be absolutely fine for you. For me, I would say it's about 6 to a 7 out of 10. So it's not that. It's kind of, you know, it's okay. It's okay. For you, it might be absolutely perfect. I've got to say though, for $5.99 that I paid, it is good value for money. It really is. So overall, far better than what I thought. Yeah. So I might even play around with this over the next couple of weeks, and or even probably a couple of days, and just maybe apply it with a sponge and see what that's like, and actually see if different applications make any difference. So that's my review of Revlon Colorstay foundation for combination oily skin. I really hope that you have enjoyed the video, and as I always ask, if you have liked it, give me a thumbs up. If you do watch the video, give me a like if you like it. You know, I mean, so often, you know, we watch videos on YouTube, think they're really good, and then we don't do any likes or anything like that. And it's only from really me having the YouTube channel that actually the likes are really important, because it means that I'm kind of getting feedback that, you know, you like what I'm doing. So that's always good. Please feel free to leave any comments for me, as long as they're okay. No, seriously, any comments, any hints or tips that you might have, or if you've applied this in a different way, I'd be really interested actually. Or, you know, even just to say hello, that would be great. So give me a like if you've enjoyed the video. If you'd love to subscribe, that would be amazing. Thank you. And I will catch up with you later and see you again in my next video. Bye.